Now, apparently there was something wrong with the recording of the VOD, so let me just try to record the VODs once again. Maybe this time it will work. And apparently now it does work. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome, welcome. It is the first game recorded as a VOD, but the third game here in the quarterfinals. The score is currently 1-1 in this best of 3 between Lalush and Seiplo, Lalush being from Team Millennium, and I have to say I met a lot of those Team Millennium guys at Gamescom. Of course, Tarsen, Dystar, Team Millennium was also playing in Stefano, who I took a great picture with, and Team Millennium was participating in a lot of other games as well, but of course I don't care about those other games. I just was interested in StarCraft. Guess what? It's absolutely the right thing to do. Now Seiplo, and he really doesn't like to wall off at the front at first. Building his pylon here, spawning as the Red Brothers in the 3 o'clock location, being from Sweden, and being from Sweden as well from Team Millennium, Lalush as the Blue Zerg at the 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock location. So it is the Shadow Temple, it is cross positions, and whoever wins this game advances to the semifinals and plays against the White. So if Lalush wins this, he will play we will see a ZVZ. If Seiplo is winning this, we could see a Brothers versus Zerg. Now, it of course all depends also on what's going on in the other quarterfinal, where the opponent of Goody has to be determined. Will it be Sis or will it be Saitini? And I think both of those guys are on the same level more or less, so everything can happen in that regard. Now, Lalush is moving over here with his drone just to scout, passing the Zelnaga tower, and he will be moving in. And what will he scout? He will just scout that there's a gateway, here's a cybernetics core, and that's basically it. Once again, he went for a fast pool. There we can see the pool just finished, the Queen just started, some Zerglings in the making, and he's got enough gas for the metabolic boost for the Zergling speed upgrade in about 20 seconds. So once again, he will go for some fast speedlings. Once again, Lalush is going for a gas steal here. And once again, there's the chrono boost on 2 zealots before a single stalker is on the field by Seiplo. So will Lalush cancel this? And yes, he does. And the zealot was not able to get a hit off the drone, so the drone still is on full HP, and this extractor still needs to continue to get attacked by more zealots. Now the second zealot is out, of course, 2 zealots are more than enough, so Lalush will cancel this, and he will not rebuild the extractor. Exactly is what we're seeing right. I'm so smart. Anyway, so hatchery coming up for Lalush at the natural. The Zergling speed is, let's just call it halfway done. More or less, 2 gates coming up for Seiplo as well as the second gas. 2 zealots waiting here. There we should see a pylon pretty soon at the ramp. There we go. So both players playing pretty much standard like they played in the last game. So I'm just curious right now. Is Seiplo to go to build a Nexus involving a lot of sentries and stuff, and then going to attack pretty soon, or not? And what is Lalush doing? Is he maybe going for some roaches, maybe for some roach hydra aggression here, with some overload, maybe spine crawler push at the front of the upcoming natural expansion of Seiplo? Or what is his plan? Of course, his plan at the moment involves a couple of Zerglings, a couple of drones, so he's making some drones. At the same time, we're most likely going to see some more Zerglings getting made by him. Let's take a look at the harvester count right now. We can see that it's 26 compared to 24, so slight lead here for Lalush. There we can see the Nexus just started. Of course, if you start a Nexus, you need to be able to survive a mass Zergling attack. That's why a pylon is made here at the ramp. The Zerglings, what do they scout? They scout enough. Yes, they did do scout enough. Still, Lalush does not know if this is a fake Nexus or a real one, because yes, everything is possible. but because of the fact that it is not close ground position, but it is cross positions, which is actually the longest rush distances from one base entrance to another, fake nexus play is not that viable. Now there, Seiplo is building another gateway and another gateway, so once again he will be at a total of 5 gates, and then he's going to take out of 5 gates and then add some tech. Meanwhile, it's not that easy for Lalush to take a second expansion, that's why he stays on 2 bases for a little bit, gets those 2 spine crawlers up once again, so both guys absolutely going for the same build they went in the last game. Lalush decided to say it's time for some drones. How many drones does he have on the field? Let's just wait until those 6 are finished. Some Zerglings moving in, they will be able to take out the Zealot, and at least Seiplo takes out a single Zergling. Now, it is 43 drones compared to 27 probes, and 5 more drones are in the making. Remember, this is just a 2 base versus 2 base, and this basically means Lalush might have actually overcommitted with the unit production, because currently he's got 8 Zerglings and a Roach on the field, and that's it. Meanwhile, oh yeah, we have a total army supply of 22 against, now currently it's 18 because we have 6 more Roaches in the making here for Lalush, so it looks like Lalush just in time got up more and more stuff. This time we can see that Seiplo's actually not waiting too long for his robo facility. We can see some probes here. We'd really like to see some more chrono boosts on those Nexi. 58 energy here, about a 52 energy over here at the natural. This means he's got enough energy for some chrono boosts, got enough minerals for some more probes. That's why he can afford those 2 assimilators. And yes, you need those 2 assimilators if you want to go 5 gate Colossus, including upgrades from the Forge and including upgrades for the Colossi, is that without just suffering too much of your gateway unit production, which besides from the Zealot, oh yeah, they cost tons of guys as well. Now, there is Lalush taking out the rocks, going for the gold. Of course, always a good thing to have. I'm just rating, maybe he should rearrange the spine crawlers here in this area. Now taking out the rocks at the back. Now Seiplo took out his back rocks as well. Now the Overlord is moving in, and I think the Overlord should start pooping some creep pretty soon. Let's see if this actually is the case. And yes, this is always how you want to buy yourself some time, prevent your opponent from getting up this expansion for too fast. Now there is Seiplo moving in with his observer. Where does he scout? He scouts the Roach Run, he scouts the Infestation Pit, he scouts the Lair, and he scouts that the Evolution Chamber is currently researching something. Now, the more he scouts is that those drones are moving out to the top right. So he knows about this base at the gold, even though he didn't spot the base right there, right away. But if you don't see a base, but see drones moving over there, you know what is up. Now, another contaminate here on the robo facility. Lalush doing a pretty good job in that regard. Now Seiplo having a pylon here. I would really like this pylon to be a little bit more next to the rocks. Now, there are the stalkers moving over there, and voila, le Overlord mort. I forgot what the actual French term is. Never mind, let's keep on English. Here we have some more Zealots warping in, 2 more Colossi getting made of those 2 robo facilities. So there's 1 Colossus out. And looks like the Overseer wants to contaminate once again. And he is successful. And by the way, take a look at this contamination animation. It's interesting to say the least. And by the way, a contaminate on a hive or a nexus looks really funny too. Now Lalush is moving over here with some Zerglings. By the way, he got this gold fully saturated. He got the corner expansion halfway done, so he is once again going to get a lead in terms of economy and production capabilities in the mid game. Now we are passing the 13-minute 37 second mark, which is of course a very important time mark, especially for us gamers and game watchers. The +1 ground attack is finished for Seiplo, the +1 armor about to get finished, and still no Twilight Council coming up. But a double expand, one here at the gold, one here at the corner expansion. The Overseer of Lalush, here he is. Got enough energy for a Contaminate pretty soon, only 14 energy missing for him. And once again Seiplo got all of his units spread out. Why? Because he doesn't want to get Ninja Fungal Growth. Fungal Growth. This is... saying fungal growth as a verb is quite demanding to my tongue, actually. Anyhow. 2 more Stargates I like. But what I don't like is that, I mean, going for a Twilight Council, going for 2 Stargates and 2 Nexi, what does this mean? This basically means that he cannot go for so much production, so he basically takes a risk right now. He hopes that Lalush is not going to attack him right away. Let's take a look at the supply. It's 157 against 157, so not that big of a difference. The army supply is even here in the lead, is in favor of Seiplo. What does this mean? This does basically mean that Lalush should have more harvesters, and indeed he does have more. 75 compared to the 70, still not that big of a difference. Now, looks like the Overseer went in once again to go for a Contaminate. He saw that, okay, this robo is not producing anything, so let me just contaminate the other robo facility. 2 more Overseer moving over here to the top right, so he's got some more vision, because when we take a look at Lalush's vision now, here is a small feature by Special Andre. Boom, it's the minimap, and now it's the minimap for Lalush, and he sees so much on this minimap right now. Oh yeah. Oh, there's an Overseer get taken out, but that's basically it. Now let me awesome feature, right? Let me close this big version of the minimap, but what you should have seen is that there's so many of those overlords around, the creep tumors, etc, some zerglings over here, which scout basically everything. Now, with his 2 Stargates making him able to get some Void Rays out, the Void Rays will help out greatly with the Corruptors. The Void Ray do additional damage against the Corruptors don't against the Void Rays, and also, in addition to this, if you have a Colossus-based army, or in addition to some Gate Rays and those Void Rays, guess what? Those Corruptors, they're not attacking the Colossi first if they're not getting auto-moved. And oh, whoa, what I did just see there? Another pair of Stargates, so he's able to go for 4 of those Void Rays. And Lalush, what is he doing? He's currently killing his own roaches just to get out some more Corruptors, some more Hydras, some more Infestors. Seiplo is maxed out right now, and what does a maxed out Protoss do? He goes for an attack, and the +1 air attack is finished pretty soon. He's got the shields research, the +1 shields getting started, and as soon as he moved out, Lalush seized the opportunity, moved in with his Zerglings, and Seiplo is using his whole army to deal with those 10 remaining Zerglings. This is what I call a good play by Lalush, because Lalush bought himself some time. Apparently Seiplo is having some luck. Let me just check. No, I do not have any background programs running at the moment. This does mean I am like 99% not the source of the lag. We can see so many more people in here. The admins, some other casters, even 2 non-casters are in here waiting, and Lalush continues actually to kill his own units. Now, he's got 9 Broodlords finished, he's got so many Spine Crawlers, I'm not so sure if it's the right decision by Seiplo to move in with all those units against the Spine Crawlers, but apparently there are too many ground units right now, and this does mean that the forces of Seiplo will be able to do quite some damage, but now it's just too many Fungals in addition to all those infested Terrans and Spore Crawlers. So what does this mean? Yes, Seiplo has to retreat, and Lalush just basically is in a perfect situation right now. He's ahead, a 40 supply, just let all his spine crawlers and spore crawlers and infested Terrans tank the damage. His fungals were so good that he was able to take out so many Void Rays. And I mean, yeah, there are all those spore crawlers, spine crawlers and stuff over here. Seiplo could have easily attacked this base, he could have easily attacked the gold, he could have easily attacked this base, but he ran into the spine crawlers, and running into those spine crawlers who are backed up with infestors, hydras, and so freaking many broodlords. By the way, now 15 broodlords on the field for Lalush. It's like running into a line of siege tanks by Goody. You just don't do it. It's not what you do. Now Seiplo deciding to go for an expansion here at the 6 o'clock, took out some overlords. Units lost is telling us that Seiplo is behind more than double the amount of resources. But 22 minutes in the game, 3,000 resources behind is not that much. He's getting the +2 air weapons right now. He's got 2 more Void Rays in the making. Currently got 6 on the field as well as those Stalkers. Do the Stalkers have the blink upgrade? Yes, they do. He's got the 111 upgrades finished for his units. And there we see some Void Rays moving over to the 12 o'clock, taking out the Satchery. Smart play. But now there are so many Broodlords, and those Broodlords just, I don't want to say rape, just completely decimate all those units here right now. And it's just so many Broodlords, and the Colossi just busy killing the Broodlords. And now with all the fungals on the Void Rays, oh whoa. Absolutely underestimating Seiplo, was underestimating the amount of the Broodlords here. Now, because if you have 15 Broodlords, the first time those Broodlords attack, they shoot 2 Broodlings. So 15 Broodlords, 30 Broodlings, boom, there. Wait 2 seconds, 15 more, wait 2 seconds, 15 more. And every time those Broodlords attack, they deal 24 damage. Every time the Broodlings attack, much of the Changelings, much of the Change Zealots. Every time those Broodlings attack, depending on the upgrades, they deal up to 7 damage each 0.6 seconds, which is so much. Nice job here by Lalush Roaches to intercept some of those units, but there are the Stalkers, and the Stalkers will take those out. And at the same time, looks like Lalush is moving in to attack once again Fungal here on this Void Ray. Void Ray number 1 gets taken out by the Hydras and the Fungal of the Infestors. And once again, take a look at this. Seiplo is just only busy dealing with the Broodlings instead of actually attacking the real threat, which is called, of course, the Broodlord. He doesn't need to use his Void Rays to focus down the Broodlords. This is not happening right now. There's too many Broodlings everywhere. Take a look at all those Broodlings. The Colossi going down so fast. At the same time, those Zealots not doing anything more. And Seiplo now saying, with my super duper Swedish translation skills, he just said, "You know why you won." So Lalush going for the smiley, Seiplo as well. GG is called, and Lalush advances to the next round. He will play a ZVZ against Dwight, and let's just take a look at the brackets to see how the game of Goody, not of Goody, against of Saitini and Sis turned out. If it's going to be a TVT or a TVZ, because this is the semi-final I want to cast. I'm not in the mood for a Lalush against Right game at the moment.